Hey, all right, man, I'm here. I don't know what's going on exactly. There is chaos. Hold on. See if I turn that down. Turn that down. Yeah, we had some problems here today. I don't know why that happened. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Thanks. Sorry about the delay, man. I'm here. I don't know why that. I don't know why you got the Fox News. I'm not. I obviously hit a button. Yeah. Hi again, guys. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody. It's good. Just when I think I got things perfectly down and without a problem, for some reason, things have gone horribly awry yet again. But what the heck? Welcome to Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are here live on Facebook. Well, at least we try to be here live at 6 o'clock. Here's the thing: we've got some issues with the kids that do the tech stuff. I have my bunch of 8th graders from Westview that are doing all my tech, and I'm blaming them for the Fox News feed. I don't understand why that happened. I'm a little confused for all of it. It's very confusing. It's a little bit annoying. I'll be honest with you. Those kids are they're quite frustrating. Thank you guys for being here and coming back and tuning in. I hope I got some of you. Well, I got a few of you. All right, everybody's coming in. Here we go. Welcome to the show. So here's some good news. The website is up and running. We now have a website. We're on website. We're on Twitter, all that stuff. The podcast, I'm still working on that. I have some minor, of course, technical difficulties with the podcast. I don't know exactly why that's an issue or why that's becoming an issue. Or it was an issue, but whatever. And but it's up and running, man. If you go to Lenny Schmidts quarantinecomedy.com, you get to see our website, and that's where the podcast will be posted from now on. And you can check all that stuff on right there. I'm really happy. The website looks great. The kids did that right. They couldn't get this right, but the kids got this right. So there we go. So there we go. That's what I got going for us. This is a bit of a train wreck today. Let's see. The show is on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Our sponsors, real quick. Let me check, see if our sponsors have changed. No, they haven't. We have no sponsors. Maybe if we had sponsors, I could boot this thing up correctly. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. I don't know. I could use a little bit of help. Let me bring that down. None of this has gone correctly at all today. So the album is, or the show is sponsored by my Patreon page. Join the Patreon page for as little as $5 a month. You can follow me and all my comedy doings, which includes the new album that just released, Secret Daddy. The show is also sponsored by that, Secret Daddy, which is out there being shipped around as we speak. In fact, as a matter of fact, let's take a look and see if the guys are shipping the album out now. Let's take a look. What do we got here? Hold on. I heard, from what I understand, they're working pretty hard on shipping that album out as we speak, getting out as much as possible. So let's take a look. I think I have some video footage of the guys loading a truck. I do. I got some video footage of them loading a truck right here. Let's take a look at these guys right now working on getting my album out feverishly to get my album out. Let's see if they can get this done without screwing it up. These are the guys working on getting my album out. So here they go. So here we go. There they are. All right, they're loading a little truck right there. They got that going. Okay, it's impressive. Little, I don't understand what. Oh no, there's a mishap for the warehouse. Who saw that coming? Oh, not me. That's unfortunate. Those stupid kids. I hate those kids. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan. Of either any of them. They're just they're not cool. Let's take a look if I had the truck footage. I don't know if I have that. They possibly could do the truck thing without screwing that up. Let's take a look. This is actually some footage of the guys bringing the loading up. Actually, ironically, they're up in Utah right now, which is where our guest Russ Nagel's at. Our guest Russ Nagel's in Utah. And here's the guys trucking my stuff up there as we speak right now in the Utah area. This is my album being shipped all over Utah. This is not going well. Whatever. There we go. Let's take a look. There we go. Okay. Well, there's some sort of construction going on. I don't know what's going on with that, but this guy seems to be holding up traffic. There's no traffic. What's with the stop sign and no traffic in the middle of Utah? That's what Utah looks like pretty much all the time. There's no traffic there. So this guy's controlling traffic. Now he's apparently there's some traffic coming. He's going to try and wave down. Oh, he's running. Oh, he's running back now. Who's that guy? What? Oh, those are the guys. Those idiots loading my truck. I'm not impressed with the work those guys are doing there. It's I'm very disappointed. All right. Well, on the bright side, I think it's possible that they might be shipping my album out via ship, because I know the Carnival ships are not sailing right now. But it's possible that it's when I mentioned I had a new album coming out, Carnival jumped right up to help me out and said they would help get some of these out for me. So let's take a look at Carnival getting to work. This is the Carnival ships getting my album out. They got nothing going on, that Carnival ship, and now they're going to get my ship out. There they go. They're wow, they're moving at record speed, getting my album out right now. That's also in Utah, believe it or not. Yeah, that's up in Utah. They're shipping my album across the Utah state lines right now as we speak. There we go. Okay, so at least something's going correct today. At least something's going right. That's what we got. What's going on in the news? Let's cover the news real quick before I bring my guest out here. There's nothing in the news. I'm tired of talking about the COVID. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm done. I know this. I know there's like 7,500 people that have died in California, and there's 40 million people in California, and that's a percentage of 0.00001%. So because of that, we're closing down all the bars and I'm wearing a mask. So there we go. Yeah, that's the news I have from California. What the? Oh, I don't want to do that. No. Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. I'm back. The only news item I do have is the Washington Redskins changed their name after years of being told they should change their name. They finally buckled, and the Washington Redskins are going to change their name right now. I think they're going to change the name to the Procrastinators. Come on, that's a joke I wrote. I haven't worked in 4 months. That's right there. Yeah, that's live. That's created right here, folks. I wrote that joke right before I screwed up all these videos. I'm sorry, right before the Westview kids screwed up all these videos. Yeah, that's how things are going here at the Schmidt house. With that, let's say hello to the people that are here. The Mulligans are here. Jameson, it is Jameson Friday. Hi, Brenda. You got to see me. I'm sorry, or I'm glad that you got to see me. I'm glad you're happy to see me. Vince Mulligan, those stupid kids, you're absolutely right. You watched all day on YouTube. And why Clayton Dallas? Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. Brenda, you watched me on YouTube. Larry Swick is here. My good friend Larry Swick, or he was here. The aforementioned Larry Swick. He's very he watches he's the creator of a cup of cereal, by the way. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but Larry Swick is the creator of that. They're changing to the DC Redskins. Yeah, that seems proper, I guess. Red Dogs. Okay, Red Dogs. That's not bad. Red Dogs. That's possible, Gar. They could call them the Red Dogs. What do you think? Yes? Yes, no? No, yes? There we go. Okay. All right, man. All right, let's bring our guest out here. Let's get to it now. I know I can do this without screwing it up, and I really shouldn't have said that because that means I'm going to screw the whole thing up. Folks, your guest, he's coming here right now. You might recognize him. He works clubs and colleges all over the world. He's a stand-up comic. He's got dates coming up. I'm very happy for him. I'm proud of him. He's got all kinds of stuff happening right around the corner. In fact, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment now, shall we? And take a look at my good friend Russ Nagel. This is Russ Nagel right here. Let's give this. I know I can do this without screwing it up. Hold on, we're almost there. Oh, The show is like clockwork, my friends. Like clockwork. Here's my good friend Russ Nagel.
I was just in Florida. I was in St. Augustine, Florida, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not.
All right, let's try that again. As I mentioned, I can do this without screwing it up, and I was incorrect. Bam. Here we go. This is perfect. All right, here we go. Here's my good friend Russ Nagel.
I was just in Florida. I was in St. Augustine, Florida, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not. St. Augustine, Florida is the oldest city.
Okay, that didn't work either. Excellent. This is going fantastic. This show, let me tell you something. I spent weeks working on the show to make sure it's all going well. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's try it again. My good friend, Russ Nagel.
You can go there and see all the buildings that they built way back in the 1500s. And then you can go to Tampa and you can actually meet the people that built them. Then you can drive down to Naples and meet their parents. There's a lot of old people in Florida. I was at a Walmart. The greeter said, "Can I get you a basket?"
Hi, here's Russ Nagel. Here we go. Let's bring him on in person. This, I would imagine. Look, there we go. Here we go. Hey, Russ, welcome to the show. Everything has gone wrong today. I've jinxed myself completely. Hold on. We're waiting for.
What am I doing there?
You're good. You're on.
Can't hear him.
This is the only thing that's worked. This is the only thing that's worked so far. Now you got me. All right, man.
My God, I hate you.
I hate me. Did you see that? That was 15 minutes. Nothing went right today. None of the tech worked. All the videos, everything got screwed up. Everything's all messed up.
Well, I've seen your shows or your quarantine comedy, and it's always messed up. So that's just,
I know. That's just consistent. I am consistent.
No, but what messed me up? Okay, we're gonna have to come out of these headphones. What messed me up was I can't see if I'm in the picture. I don't have my glasses on. I was trying to be a tough guy without my glasses. So am I in the center? Am I fine?
You're perfect.
Okay,
you're good.
So I've never done this before. You know that, right? Never have done Zoom. So while I'm waiting for you, you said, "Hey, I talk about 10 minutes," you know, and I'm sitting here waiting, and so 10 minutes has passed, and it says, "Lenny will let you in the room soon." So I yell at my wife to come down here to find your page, to find out where we are. And you don't even believe the setup that I've got here. Most of your guys, they have books behind them. I have my books on the table so I can prop my phone up because I got down here and my tripod was broke. This has not been a good day, but thank God I refilled my Xanax 2 days ago.
Oh, good for you. All right. I wish I had some Xanax right now. Things have gone so horribly wrong. Every video and every clip didn't work. I have got a clip of your stand up here for some reason. That didn't work. The sound isn't working. Nothing seems to be working correctly. This is very annoying. But
well, when my wife, and you'll hear me refer to, well, you know her as Wendy Lee.
Sure.
I called her down here, she found your page and we found the video, and she said, well, he's showing your clip right now, and we could hear some of it, but then all of a sudden it did go no sound. I thought it was her phone, and so she knocked me upside the head, and so it's
well, then you're perfect. Then you're perfect for this show.
I guess.
You're the perfect guest. You're just as screwed up as I am.
I guess, man. It was funny today. You said, so when you get on your computer, I'm like, I haven't used a computer in 5 years. I really haven't. I mean, I'm on my phone, which it's really weird behind me. I don't know if you can see my son's his gaming system. And then over here to my right is my wife works down here in her office. And she's got 2 monitors here and a laptop. Nice. But I'm not allowed to touch those.
You can't touch anything, yeah.
Nope.
She lets you in the room, though? That's good. At least that's cool.
I know.
Is she nearby? Is she watching you the whole time you're doing this to make sure you don't touch or screw anything up?
Well, she's not down here. She's not. I have a basement, and so she's not in the room with me. She may be watching it.
She's watching the show upstairs. Yeah, she's not going to leave you down there.
But then again,
unattended.
I pretty much bore her. So she's unless I go up there and go, hey, I did something new.
Yeah.
She's probably not going to respond.
Yeah, my kids are like that too. They don't want to do at the beginning. They're like, "This sounds like fun," and like 3 days into it, like, "Dad, we're sick of everything you do. We've seen everything. Nothing's new." I'm like, "All right, okay, well." So.
How have you been, man? I don't know who's supposed to do the interviewing here, so I just thought
it's very look. It's not like it's organized at all. It's more of a there's no. I'm just glad that I got you on here and people can hear us. That's all I really care about. People I got my glasses here because I'm doing the same thing you are. I'm trying to tough it up, but I can't read the comments from people. People write comments. There we go. That's good.
I'm adjusting my phone to turn my volume up, and I don't know if it's on the headphones. I don't know anything, man. I do have, but they're right here. Look, I've got them. Look, I can see you.
All right, there we go. Oh, it's Lenny. I'm good, buddy. I miss you too, man. We don't. It seems like I'm doing the show just to talk to people again. You know what I mean? I did Tommy. Tommy was on earlier this week. We went for like an hour and a half. I'm like, you know what? I can't. I try to keep it around an hour because I don't like to go too long as far as the show goes. But when I start to talk to someone I haven't seen in a while, before I know it, it's an hour and 10. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta go.
if I could still do an hour, she would probably be down here. Sorry.
You wouldn't be talking to me. I'll tell you that right now.
You've seen my wife. Yeah. I'm married way over my head.
Yeah, you did, dude.
I know.
Don't say that on the internet. She'll pick it up.
I've been good. I'm glad you're well. You know, somebody asked me the other day if I missed any of this that were, you know, I'll say this as nice as I can. I am enjoying being home. Okay. This is the first sort of normalcy life that I've had in 30 years. So being home with my wife and my kids, my grandkids, but I do miss doing the show. I do miss hanging out with my fellow entertainers and meeting new people. And of course I miss the crowds. I miss the crowds and even the crews on the ships, the crew. I miss those people. Yeah. But I'll tell you, if I never stepped foot in a taxi or an airport or an airplane or, you know, a rickshaw, whatever we take, this is, you know, I'm almost 61. I can retire next year. But good, I think my wife said, you're waiting until you're 70.
She's getting a good taste of what retirement is like right now. I mean, she's like, you know what, maybe you should put in another 8 years. I see a few more tours.
I don't know if I have 8 years. I got winded walking down my steps to come to the basement. I may have to sleep down here.
You know, this is the only thing I noticed is the biggest thing I noticed too is like on the ships I work. One of the places I kill time is the gym. I'm in the gym like constantly, a lot. So I haven't lifted weights in like 2 or 3 months. I'm walking and hiking and doing stuff, but I'm not working out as much as I used to, man. I'm worried about that because also, you know, I'm 55. I can't build muscle anymore. You know what I mean? You gotta hang on to the muscle you have. Once you start to lose it, it's gone. So I'm a little worried about that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And when you're in the shape I'm in, like I walked by a gym today because it was in the strip mall. I was working out there for a while. I was working out a little bit, and normally that would have been a great setup to do one of the jokes that I do, but I don't know if you played that clip. So.
Well, it doesn't matter because it didn't work. None of it worked. I played one clip. None of it worked.
Well, the joke is that I do is I can't remember it now. We'll talk about that. Forgetting your act. The joke is I don't work out. I do one setup a day in the morning when I get up. That's half, and then tonight when I lay down, that would be the other half. So that's the actual joke.
That's like a full day workout then. That's good. You drag it out for the whole day.
Well, I've been to the gym, and those weights, dude, they're heavy. They are heavy.
Yeah, they make them that way. I don't know if you know this. There's numbers on them that tell you exactly how much they are.
I've seen that. They're like 20 elbs. 13 elbs. They've got some stuff.
What's an elb? Whatever an elb is, it's heavy.
I know. This one is 20 elbs.
Dude, elbs are bullshit. These things weigh a lot. That's a lot of pounds. How many pounds is an elb?
That's funny. Real quick, I was to tell you, forgetting about act. Somebody, I just did a show. So my last day of work was March 15th, the last performance that I did for Carnival Cruise Lines. And I flew home, and then I didn't work again until May 15th and 16th. I did Wiseguys Comedy Club in Ogden, Utah, and that was a good show. It was a little hit and miss, I guess. And then
when was that? When was that one? When was that?
May 15th and 16th this year. Okay. So I had been off right at 2 months, right? March, April, May, and then then June, July. So July 11th, I had a gig over in Cheyenne, Wyoming. For people that are listening who don't know, I'm north of Salt Lake City. And I rode over to Cheyenne, and and I was joking on my Facebook and fan page about, I'm not sure how the show is going to go. And people are like, it's just like riding a bike. I don't know if they're talking about my motorcycle or a bike, because I haven't been on a bike since I was 12. Which I proved that because, man, my act, it was a great show. The show was really good, and I'll tell you if it was bad. It was a really good show, but it was just everywhere. Nothing was in place, and I forgot 2 bits. I mean, I forgot more than that, but one bit, I'm into the bit. It's a joke that I talk about my wife wanting to get a boob job, and the joke, I don't know if you remember it. Again, I'm trying to remember it, is she wants to get a boob job, and I say we can't afford that. And she says, we can get them financed. And I forgot the joke again. I literally, I'm not making this up. I just
I totally believe you. I totally believe you.
So that's where I was in Cheyenne on stage, and I got to that part, and I said to the people, I said, "Oh, I can't do that joke." I made it sound like it was going to be a dirty joke, and I was working fairly clean that night. Actually, I was working very clean, and yeah. So it's not like riding a bike. Now, when we were on the ships together, we were doing 5 shows per cruise. And a lot of us, including yourself, I believe, we were doing 5 different shows. We were doing 2 30-minute clean shows and then 3 adult shows. If Carnival or Princess doubled my pay, I could not go on stage on the ships to do 5 shows right now. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, that would be really tough.
Yeah, it will be. So it's not like riding a bike.
Mm. No. I did one show in San Clemente a few weeks ago, and I forgot a bunch. But even I did Zoom shows. You know what I did? I did one Zoom show and forgot a bunch of bits. So after that, I started listening to old tapes of myself. Dude, I'm studying myself. I'm studying to remember bits because I can't remember. But yeah, just doing like one 40-minute show was a stretch. So 5 different 30-minute shows. That would be.
I couldn't do it now. Matter of fact, this gig that I did over in Cheyenne, they got there. It was on my contract. It said headliner do 60 minutes. So when I got there, also my contract said the show started at 8:30. So I was in my hotel matter of fact, my phone rang at 7:12 p.m. and the lady said, "Are you on the way to the club?" And I said, "No, I'm actually just getting out of the shower." She goes, "Well, the show starts in 20 minutes or something." I said, "Well, my itinerary says 8:30. Mm-hmm. So I jumped on a motorcycle, and I was down there like 5 minutes late, and I forgot where I was going with this story. Screw the Xanax. I need my wife's focus pills.
Yeah, dude, you better take some ginkgo biloba or something, man.
I know. So I got down there, and on my contract it said to do 60 minutes, and the lady said he's going to do 30. The gentleman ahead of me, and she goes, "And how much are you getting?" Now, what did she say to me? And I said, "How much?" No, I just said, "How much time do you want me to do?" And I hope she was going to say whatever. And she goes, he said an hour. And I was like, okay. So I think I did an hour 5. And
wow,
it was.
Wow, good for you, dude. I don't know if I could do an hour right now. You know what I mean? I would really have to, I don't know. I'd be reaching.
It wasn't, like I said, the crowd enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you got a feeling, when you're on stage, you've done so many shows. You know what I mean? You have an instinct when you're on stage. And even though, like, I'll do a show and I'll like, that was horrible. Like, you're probably like me. I'll go, that's horrible. Then you listen to it and go, that's not so bad. That's not, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But you're used to being able to just go up there and fire out 5 different shows.
Right.
You're used to having all that material. And plus, if you're working, not only are you doing 5 different shows per cruise, that's like 10 per week. So your seasons, your rhythm is so quick and tight. And, you're firing on all cylinders right then.
Yeah, I was. I pretty much had a miss this week. I had a miss in the V8. It was not, like I said, it was a good show, and I'm like you. We know when we're doing good, bad, or in between.
Yeah.
And I would say that somebody asked me on my Facebook how was the show, and out of a 10, I would give it a 7 or 8. The crowd, I would give a 10. Myself, 7 or 8.
Thank God. Can you imagine if you had a tough crowd? You know what I mean? Like like a tight crowd, like how hard would it be to do an hour in front of a tight crowd?
Well, that's true. And this room, because of the COVID, they had them social distanced. And
how was that, man? And where was was it 25% capacity, 40? What was the deal?
Capacity? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Reason I have to repeat is because I got this one off my ear because these are noise canceling, and if I put it on, then I'm
your
really
head will explode. I got you.
No. It's just like we were talking earlier. I can't hear myself, so I talk louder, and so I have a little trouble hearing you. And I just got hearing aids just 3 days ago, but I don't have them on now because I didn't think I would need them with the the headphones, but maybe I should have. I had a comic one time. He said, "Why are you wearing a hearing aid?" Because I broke my toe. Why would somebody? Why would? I mean, but you know, why would they, I'm not making this up.
Because I have a fever, asshole. That's why. You know?
I don't want that Rona, so I had a fever.
I don't want that Rona.
What were we talking about? I get off on these tangents.
You were talking about the social distancing at the show that you did.
The capacity.
Right.
It was, if you want to say sold out, every seat was every seat was taken. And I remember counting before the show, I think there was right at 50. So the room probably sat 100. I believe she told me they were at 50%. Okay. And so, and I counted 50 people. I don't remember seeing an empty chair because there was a lot of 2 tops, and then there was quite a few 4 tops. So maybe, you know, the 2 tops didn't want to sit with another 2-topper, whatever. So
right.
But we had 50 people, and it was spread out. They were 6 feet apart, you know, at all diagonals, and which is great because, you know, I tend to spit when I talk.
Sure.
If you could see my screen right now on my phone, it's like a rainbow on it. So,
right.
But it was you know, the social distancing.
When Neely does let you use what the hell's wrong with me? What was that about exactly? Sorry, I can't even talk, let alone put a sentence together. It's another reason Wendy won't let you use her laptop. Yeah, it would have been
probably.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe we're on a delay. That's what it is. You know,
that could be it. I'm going to say hello to some people that are here that are watching. First of all, Manny's here. Manny stopped in. I talked to him a little while ago. Yeah, Manny is here. So
hey,
he
Manny.
said hello. Hey, Manny. He said, I don't know, 7 Fahrenheit or 7 Celsius. I don't know what that means. Did we say something about Fahrenheit or 7? 7?
Wait, who said this?
Manny said that. Is that a hidden joke for you, or am
I have no idea. Ask Manny about the hidden remote.
Hey Manny, what about the hidden remote? I just booked him on the show. He's going to be on the show in a few weeks, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So the 14th, August 14th.
Now, Manny, because he can't type it out, just real quick. We were on the ships, and you know, I'm lying in my bed in the cabin, and Manny came flying in and just jumps on the bed with me, behind me, you know, and in between us was the remote to the television. So, you know, so I just kind of looked over my shoulder and said, that better be the remote. So,
you better not be happy to see me.
Yeah. I don't know what the Celsius joke is, or 7 degrees or something, other than I cut my grass yesterday and it was 90 degrees, and an old man like me, you know, I can't even keep up with my walk behind mower. So
that's your walk behind. Does it have a little? Does it have a little motor on it that can drag? You have one of those?
It's a walker mower. Actually, no, it's got it's a walker.
I like it.
I do that. Cool. You know, that thing. Yeah, it's got a. It goes to the maximum speed is 3 miles per hour. So I put a governor on it, so we slowed it down to 2 at my age.
All right, fair enough.
So, you know, I just posted in my Facebook that I was going out to cut the grass, and it's like 97 with the humidity, real feel, but it was 87 degrees. And then people just started bashing me from around the country, showing me there's 104 degrees with, you know, 78% humidity. I kind of felt kind of bad.
Yeah, it's good. That's good exercise for you, though, up there at to get you sweating up there in Utah. All right, that's where you're at, Utah, correct? You said north of Salt Lake.
I'm north of Salt Lake, but excuse me, Corona. I'm not. I know. Are you not afraid to cough where you go anywhere now?
Dude, I mean, you can't. I was out the other day with my daughter, and I was just joking around, and I coughed, and she's like, "Stop it." And I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry, my bad. I didn't."
Again, I can't see myself on here, but my wife was in Walmart, you know, because that's the kind of money we make. She's in Walmart. And she literally tells me the story. She's about 6 or 8 feet behind a lady. Now, this is 3 or 4 weeks ago when they weren't really pushing the mask issues. The lady in front of my wife had a mask, and my wife may or may not have, I don't know. But all Wendy Lee did was she sniffled. What she told me, she sniffled. And she said that she would have thought the lady in front of her, somebody shot at her because she was just looking all around. And I feel guilty when I'm in an establishment, and if I have to call for sneaks,
yeah,
kind of crazy.
Hold it in. Well, so yeah, but in LA, they've been pushing the mask thing for weeks. By the way, they've been yelling about wearing masks here, and we're shut down again. By the way, down here, we can't do it down here in LA. Yeah, but that's our whatever. I didn't want to get into it, dude. I'm very
I know.
With I'm getting madder and madder, and then now I told you I do Uber Eats at night,
right?
So I drive around quite often and listen to talk radio, which is all anti. It's a lot of it leans toward the right, and it's very anti. What's going on in the mask, anti-mask, and so I'm just getting angrier and angrier. I'm driving around like 1 o'clock in the morning. This is bullshit. Just all angry and pissed off, like some old cranky old guy. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
It is horrible. And you said you drive for Uber Eats because we discussed this, and I told you that I drive for DoorDash because it's pretty bad. I've applied AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Amazon, not Kmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, I don't know, 10, 15 different jobs. One called me and had an interview, and actually offered me the job for $11 an hour, and that was only seasonal, like for 4 months and 27 hours a week. And I'm making, I told you today, between $15, $17, $18 an hour after expenses, driving for DoorDash, driving about 6-7 hours a day. I actually just try to make $100 clear.
Yeah. That's what I shoot for, is $100.
But I have to do what I have to do to try to feed my family. There's no shame in my game. I don't know how long we're going to be shut down. So I do what I got to do to make money.
Well, I was hoping, I've always been that type of guy. Like even early on years ago, my brother and I talk about this. I've had every type of side bullshit gig you can possibly think of. Even back when I started out acting, I cleaned carpets. I'm like, all right, I'll clean carpets. All right, I'll clean warehouses. All right. I mean, whatever it was, my theory has always been, and I teach my kids this, I don't know if it's right or wrong, always keep money coming in. That's my theory. Is always somehow find a way to keep money coming in. Obviously, I'd like to be making way more money right now. And if I could, I would. But my best opportunity is to go out and do Uber Eats. And I shoot for, I figured if I get 500 a week, and that's like $2,000 a month, throw 50 on top of it, another 550 a week. So that covers my gas. So 550 a week, that covers $2,000 a month. And then that's something, at least that's money coming in. And if I have to work more, and that's not even full time. If I have to, I mean, here, I mean, I do pretty good making, it's a lot of driving, but I could double that and make double that money, but then just work 8 to 10 hours a day, which I could do if I had to, but I don't right now, thank God, but I may in the future. So, but unlike you, I got 2 daughters here. I don't want to just sit here and wait till the money runs out and go, well, now what do I do? So now I'm like, well, make some money. And then you got a little bit, also diversify your incomes, man. You got money come from different places. I'm a little surprised that you didn't get any love from an auto parts store or something, man. You're such a big bike guy. You know so much about motorcycles. That would be, there's got to be something right up your alley.
Well, I know enough that I could work in the AutoZone or auto parts store. I know.
Dude, I've been to auto parts store. You could trust me.
I applied for ownership, so that's probably why they didn't take me. Actually, most of them I applied for manager.
Sure.
No, I didn't. I put down assistant manager or parts delivery. So I gave them an option.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm doing the delivering again. This is the 4th time in my life I'm delivering food. And it's the 3rd time in my life I'm going, I can't believe I'm delivering food again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the first one, I'm like, it was fun. Oh man, we got a bunch of comics. We got a bunch of comics coming in, dude. I gotta say, John DeCrosta's here.
I love Johnny.
John DeCrosta, Kim Millwalter is here as well. She says hello.
Love Kimmy.
Bob Brizendine is here.
Brizendine, love Bobby.
Yeah, everybody's here, man. Look at everybody comes in to see you. Nobody comes when I'm just here. I got you and Tommy on for a week, and everybody suddenly it's like Chalo's over here. All right,
Chalo. I miss Chalo.
Chalo's been here a few times. Chalo's tuned in a few times. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I miss Chalo, man. There's people there in Cozumel and Ensenada. We have the places we go to at these ports.
I love it.
And we know people, and I came on last week when I watched Tommy. I wasn't on long. Oh no, you know what? I take that back. I I came on and I watched a replay. And I know I told my wife tonight that Tommy, and whenever I watch something on the news and they do these remote locations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They always have a bookcase behind them.
Yeah.
And Tommy had the bookcase.
He crushed it. Yeah.
And I can't see what's behind me. I was going to have my son just stand back here and hold some books up.
You should have done that. That was genius.
Well, I can't because I have the books stacked up to hold my phone.
I need the books to hold up the phone.
I wish I could show you this.
Ruin the whole.
I could turn this phone around and show you. Hold up.
Do it.
Okay,
Show me. Do
it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So this is. I'm in my son's gaming chair. I don't even know how this thing works. So
You're having more trouble at home than. Oh my God!
Am I on the books? Am I on the books? Look, and then I've got his Dragon Ball Z cards or something that's using it to prop it up because I came down here and my tripod was broke that I never used. Oh my God! You're killing me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't have.
Oh God, dude! Kim Milwaukee says you have books.
Actually, I wish I could show you the books. The books are my son's. Hold on, and they're Japanese books, and you read a Japanese book backwards. Like you start on the back page, and you read.
Oh, really?
Right to left. Oh, it's messed up, but that's what he does.
Is it in English or does he read Japanese?
No, it's in English. It's in English,
but you read it from the back page.
But apparently the Japanese read from right to left. So that, and he's into these books. It's a great kid, but I don't, maybe he does speak Japanese. I have no idea because when I tell him to do chores, he doesn't understand me. So maybe I should learn Japanese.
You have no clue what your son is capable of. He could speak Japanese. I'm not really sure. I have no idea what the kid's doing.
I don't know. You know what? He got his driver's license. He's 16. He got his driver's license a while back, and he's driven like once. Kids today don't want to drive. I don't know why, and that's fine. I'll take him places, and it's fine. But yeah, he might speak Japanese.
You know what? I do. I have a theory. Here's why I don't think kids don't drive today or don't like to drive. I'm having this issue a little bit with my oldest. I hope she's not here. I don't know if she's here. Oh, I think she's here. Short attention span. They have short attention span. So I noticed this when I'm driving.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Short driving. Young. I'm sorry. What? Oh, I see what you did with the thing. Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, hold on. John DeCross wants to see my kitchen, by the way. So there we go. There's the fridge. There you go. That's cool. The kitchen. That's for your shot. There you go.
I didn't know. Okay. I could take my phone up to my kitchen.
This isn't even a show. It's just two old guys trying to use technology.
I know this. I don't know. I don't know. If you were asking me how to go live on Facebook, I could do that.
I can't. I'm telling you, to the beginning of the show tonight this is the worst I've done on the show probably in weeks. I've screwed up so bad. I've screwed the show up so bad. If you get a chance, watch some of the earlier episodes.
Okay.
I'm putting them up. Actually, I'm putting them back on. I'm relaunching them on YouTube. I'm doing like a best of, and it's just episodes of me screwing up over and over again.
Oh, funny.
There's the sounds down. The camera falls. The mic. I had one where the mic stand fell, and I had to go get the microphone. And one where I started, had to leave, and it came back 2 minutes later. I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot to plug in this thing. It's just a train wreck too. It's just the worst.
Well, at one point, like I said, I'm sitting here looking at a screen that says, "Sit tight, Lenny will invite you in a moment."
Yeah.
And you said you had told me to talk about 10 minutes, and that about 6 minutes past that, I called my wife down and said, "So had you been trying to get me on or no?"
Yeah, no, something happened.
Oh, okay.
The first 4 minutes of the show is like the Fox News channel. I don't know what happened. I swear. I'm like, I hit the thing, I booted up, I'm ready to go. Everything's fine. I hit the big screen, the Facebook, and the Fox is on. I go, what is that? And then I thought I had the wrong browser up. And I look and I read people's comments, when they watch the show, and people are like, "Why are we watching the GOP?" Oh, like, oh. If it wasn't for the people, if it wasn't for the viewers that actually watch the show, I would probably do it to dead air. I'm not kidding you because they tell me when it's screwed up. They're like, hey Lenny, your mic is off. Oh, thanks. All right, hey, Lenny, upload this file. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well, I guess you could have Fox News could have gone to the left and went CNN.
I don't know how it happened. It's in my news thread. That's good. I'll enjoy that from my liberal LA friends that'll be yelling at me now, going, what's with the Fox News in your show? Like, oh, shut up.
I try not. You don't want to get into that.
I hate them all.
I do too. And what I do is I take a little from all the different stations that I watch, or the Washington Post, New York Times, USA Today, BBC, NPR, and then I try to make up my own decision and see or research and see what I can find out, because they're all misleading. And
what I've noticed recently is, especially now living in LA, most of my friends are hardcore left and liberal, and most of my family back east is hardcore right and conservative. So I've always been stuck in this middle area. But here's what I'm noticing is, like, I've known this for years, and I think I started to figure it out in the last few weeks. You can't debate and negotiate with somebody and have a conversation about one side or the other, because the news is the news has such its own narrative that everybody has their own sources that backs up. So if you go, well, this article says this, if someone's on the left, they'll go, well, that's a Republican rag. Nobody reads that. And I go, no, a lot of people read it. You just don't. So now it's not about the news being right or wrong. It's about whether or not you think it's right or wrong. And that's where the problem starts, is the news became it went sideways that we're not getting any real news. We just get the stories they want to tell us.
Do you remember back in the day when we had, and I think you still do, if you watch like NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, or ABC News with David Muir.
Well, the old Cronkite stuff, there was one news guy at night that was the world news at night at 5:30 was the most important, the worldwide news that covered everything.
And he said, here's the news. The president of the United States has been shot. We'll be back in 2 minutes. There's no panel to go to. Nobody discussed this. Nobody gave us their opinion.
Nobody says why they think he got shot. I told you. This is because of the liberal agenda. There's none of that stuff. It was just reporting the news. That's really all it was.
The term I hate the most is, and I hate to use the word hate. I've tried to take a lot of stuff out of my life that promotes that kind of stuff. But I don't like the term that I despise is fake news. Because that wasn't coined until 2016 or a little thereafter, and it's only fake news when you don't believe it, or sorry, it's only fake news because it doesn't fit your narrative.
Right.
Exactly. I could watch other networks and go, well, that's fake news. But again, that reference, and people that go, oh, you need to get off the Kool-Aid. Really? We're bringing back a Jim Jones reference? I'm bringing back myself. I'm bringing back, your ass is grass and I'm going to be the lawnmower. I'm bringing that back. That's
man, if I had $1 for every time an 8th grader yelled that in my face.
Every time $1 my mom yelled that in my face.
That's cool. That's very cool.
And my stepdad, but this was not my stepdad's or my father's, but the old, I'll slap you into the middle of next week. And at this point, I wish somebody would slap me into the middle of 2022.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too. Let's just bypass a few months, because
this is
tired trying to figure it out.
This is crazy. It's a crazy world.
Dude, this has been the shittiest year. I was talking to
I thought you were about to say this has been I thought you were about to say this has been the shittiest show.
No, dude, people love the show for some reason. I do better when I screw up a lot. I noticed that. People like the show. Hey, Pauly V's here too, man. You remember Pauly V?
Let me tell you something about Pauly V. Pauly V, and I hope if they're watching, Pauly V was undoubtedly the best comedy club host that I ever had working on the ships. I had some great hosts. But Pauly V got up there. He did his job. He got their attention. He told them whatever he needed to tell them. He didn't try to do material. He was professional. He never messed up your intros. Pauly V, I even told Pauly, and he could tell you this is true. I said, they need to take Pauly and fly him around the fleet, make him a fly-on to go train people for a week or two. So, hey to Pauly V, man. Great guy.
He was on the show. He was on the show. I
Really?
would say on last week on Monday. Him and Big Sexy were on the same show together.
Oh man.
God. Yeah, we had a blast because we talked about years ago. We did a Liars Club. It was me, Josh, Paulie, Consuela, Ivy, Cal.
Love Consuela.
Yeah, and Calvin, and it was the best Liars Club I ever did in my life. And I to this day there were people that watched the show that were at that show, and they sent pictures, so we put them up on the thread of pictures from that Liars Club. I didn't even know that there were pictures. Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, I was blown away. We had a blast that night.
Calvin was always fun to do Liars Club with. Calvin was the best. Yeah, he Calvin, I could tell some stories. We'll just let it go at that. Calvin with Davies here, because Calvin, I don't know how clean your show is. Hey, by the way, if I haven't thanked you already, I appreciate you having me to do this. I wasn't sure how it would go. I'm honestly having a lot of fun. And
good. No, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you did it. I'm always more impressed when people show up. I'm glad. You watch one of them. Why would you be like, why would I do that show? That's a waste of.
It's either this or they're with my wife watching Drop Dead Diva. Actually, we're watching Hannibal. I think it's Hannibal on Netflix.
The movie or the show?
The show. The show
okay.
on Netflix. Yeah, it's a good show. We think it is. No, Calvin came back to my show in the showroom one time, and everybody knows that Calvin's gay. And Calvin was. Well, I'm only 5'8", and Calvin's anyway. But we're talking.
Dude.
But we're talking, and it just came up. I said to Calvin, I go, so are you top or bottom? And Calvin, just serious, goes, oh, I'm bottom. I'm lazy. But just, it's just funny. Just because, working on the ships, we had so many, you can't be a racist and work on a cruise ship.
Yeah, there's no way.
You cannot.
Every single nationality in the world is on that.
These people that refer to my friends from the Middle East as however they're not Middle East, but from, we've got people from everywhere. And then we have so many people that are on there that are gay or bisexual. And those were some of the most fun. Like when bisexual guy is gay, he was a friend of mine. And I said to him, why don't you ever hit on me? He goes, I already got one, Dad. And I know there's so many comics that I've worked with that wouldn't tolerate that. They're skittish, they're worried. Just for instance, I'll tell you this: Marcus Anthony, Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay, well, those that don't know Marcus is a African American, Black, however you want to say it. And I'm sitting with another comic. We're in the Miami airport, and I won't mention his name. And Marcus, I didn't know he's there. We're waiting actually on Jason Blanchard to come through security. And Marcus, you know how we used to run into each other at airports and stuff? Marcus
Constantly,
came walking
exactly.
up. Yeah. Marcus came walking up, and I saw him, and I just jumped up, and I gave him a big hug. I go, Marcus. And I glanced over, and the other comic, he was just looking at me with this weird look. And I said, I'm sorry. I just jump up and hug. I hug random Black guy, something, whatever I said.
Out of nowhere.
And he looked right at me and he goes, I don't.
Oh, really?
And I didn't hear him. Marcus is the one. Marcus and I are giving each other a hug.
Yeah.
And Marcus is talking in my ear. I think he's talking. Could have been kissing on it. I don't know.
He was trying to get in there, brother.
But he just said, Marcus goes, he just said, I don't, to my comment. I was like, wow. And then I worked with another comic, and that comic's name.
How can you work in this industry and do that? That seems weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Well, tell the other story. You said you worked with another comic.
What story was that?
Oh, never mind.
We're talking about that short attention span. I said I was working with another comic another time, and this other comic that said, I don't, his name came up. And the other comic, I don't know him that well, but the other comic I'm working with, we were talking about him. He goes, oh yeah, he's racist. He didn't say Black or gay. He just said, oh yeah, he's racist. He doesn't like whatever he said. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't want to hang around with people like that. You know,
how can you survive on a cruise ship like that? That's almost, it's
I think
like
he got away because, well, he wore a hood, so nobody knew what he looked like.
Was it a white hood?
Yeah,
big white hood. You wore a big white hood.
He had two holes. Yeah.
Big
you know,
torch,
his housekeeper's
down
like, you know,
I-95 with a torch.
He was going through one pillowcase a day. It was
Sure,
horrible.
Yeah. Stewart's all furious. How many pillowcases? I don't what?
That's one reason I miss working the ships. I'm running out of washcloths here at my house.
Yeah, I haven't had anybody clean my bathroom in weeks. This is the worst.
Me neither. No, actually,
horrible.
My wife is just
my dishes are stacking up in the front room. This is ridiculous.
My wife takes care of that. Not. I shouldn't say that. My wife asked me numerous times, "Would you clean the bathrooms for me?" And I just go, "Please don't make me do that. I'll go out in the yard, cut. I don't do a good job. My wife can clean 3 bathrooms, and it would take me. She'd be finished, and I would still be in the first bathroom. I don't work fast like her, and no matter how long I'm in there, I don't do it the right way. So, but you know,
it probably pays not to have you do it. That's why you probably pays not to have you do it. It would be a waste.
Yeah, probably.
It's like a step backwards. She goes, like, you're the only person that can make this room dirtier somehow. Cleaning the bathroom. How is that even possible?
The washcloths. And then, you know, we had Guy's Burgers on the ships.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm running out of shop rags.
Do you get a bunch of those little red?
They're in my shop.
They're great for the bike, working on the bike and stuff. They're awesome. They're perfect.
Speaking of working on the bike, let me give a shout out. I always give this to my people here in Clearfield, Utah. I have my bike worked on by my friends at Hell Monkey Cycles. Great place. Richard, the owner, and Bryson, his master. Well, Richard's the master mechanic, and Bryson is right there with him. So I want to give a shout out to those guys. And I was going to tell them something else. And we talked about this, and this is just in passing. I mentioned something to Richard, the owner. I said, "Hey, does anybody here in town do motorcycle detailing? Because one of the worst things I hate or what I despise, is washing my motorcycle, shining the chrome. It's just, I hate it. I'll pay somebody to do it." And he said, "No." And he said, "What we might could do," he said, "I've got another room over here. I'm storing some bikes, because if I can get those cleared out, maybe we'll, you know, start that. And, you know, you would just pay me a little percentage, and, you know, you detail motorcycles." And I went, "Yeah, that's fine with me."
Yeah.
I got to make $1 somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to come through or not. Some people don't like other people touching their motorcycles, but if somebody wants to come over and wash my motorcycle for me, I'll pay them. Here you go. You know, and it'll run you. I ride a Road King. It's got bags. I probably would have to pay about $80 and $90 for somebody to wash it and wax it. And then you get to a ultra classic, you're looking at $120, and people will pay it. And some people won't. They say they don't want you to touch their motorcycle.
Right. Brenda is one of my Patreon followers here. Brenda, she asks, and you forgive me because I'm a bike novice, but I know that you're a hardcore biker, and she wants to know if you ride a hog. What you ride would be called a hog. Is that correct? Because you're a Harley guy, right? Is that correct?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's what I ride now. That's not what I started on, of course. I've been riding. People don't believe this. I've been riding since I used to say in my show 7 years old, but I think I was 9 when I got my first mini bike, if that's what you want to call it. It was a Honda QA50, and that was at 9 years old. And then I rode that till whenever. Then at 15, I got another Honda. Well, I kind of stole my brother's Honda 175, and then went to a Honda 350. I've ridden everything, and I've had my hog about, it's a 2007. I think I bought it in 12. I've had it, but yeah, I ride a hog. I've got, you know, the ape hangers up here on it. Not because they're comfortable. I just figure if I get pulled, you know, I'll already be in position. So that's why I have those on there.
Safe for that. We no quick movements. You just do a quick, hey, all right, we're good.
Here we go. Yeah.
I like it. All right.
So yeah, I do ride a hog. That's it's a Harley Davidson's FLHR. The R stands for Road King. The FLH, somebody, I don't know all the numbers. My brother rides a FLH TCUI, which is an ultra classic. And he also have a FLSTF, which is Fat Boy. And after that, I don't. Harley used to just refer to them like the letters, but now the Fat Boys or Softail Standard or Heritage Softail or a Dyna Lowrider, Dyna White Glide, Street Bob. They actually have names now, which makes it so much easier for people like me.
Right. Would the names make it easier?
Yeah, because if you came up to me and you said, I ride a Street Glide, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
If you say I ride a Road Glide, I know what you're talking about. Electric Glide. If you say you ride a Sporty with a Springer front end, but when you start coming up saying I ride an FXD, the D stands for Dyna, and you can tell the difference in these motorcycles. The Dyna part, the Dynas all have exposed shocks from the seat down to wherever the shocks go. The other ones that are usually rubber mounted motors, the shock it's a soft tail that's under the bottom of the motorcycle. So that's the difference between a Dyna. I think somebody out there in the going, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Here's not to start mine, put in gas and go. That's what they're looking.
Yeah. Are you that guy? Yeah, I would be with you. The less I know, the better. I guess Vince rides. There's Vince, another Patreon member that follows the show, mentioned an Ultra Classic. He asks, I guess Vince, I should have known Vince Road, by the way, by his Facebook page. He also asked if you've gone to, I'm sure you have been to Sturgis. So he's asking if you've gone to Sturgis.
Nope.
You've never gone to Sturgis ever?
Nope. Don't want, really? I have noticed. Nope. I had the opportunity to go because Sturgis is a town of roughly 220 people, maybe 250. Yeah. And during the 2 weeks of Sturgis Bike Week, that place swells to about 800,000.
Yeah, I used to do a bar down there for the rally every year.
Which one?
Sturgis. I can't. This is back in the early '90s. There was there was a run I did in western South Dakota, and I did a thing through Spearfish, Deadwood, and another thing over in Sturgis. And I played rally events. It wasn't big rally events, but it was just basically one night bars during the rally. It was a blast. There's nothing better than a big biker crowd. They're the best. They were so cool. They're the best.
They can be. They can be. Yeah, they're fine. I did a rally in Pennsylvania, and the guy had hired me to do 45 minutes. Well, after my show, they were having a drawing, and the grand prize, it cost you $1 per ticket, and the grand prize was however much they raised. So the grand prize at this time, we'll say it was $2,700, may have been $7,200. And I've been up about 15 minutes. And the way this field was set up, a lot of people couldn't hear me. So they started getting restless, you know how they talk in the back. And all of a sudden, at the corner of my eye, I'm on a stage 6 feet high. So, and then you add 5 more feet to that. This guy comes walking up. I see him out of the corner of my eye. And I'm going, this cannot go well. Something is not right. And he walks up to the stage. And his head, the stage is 6 foot. So his neck to the top of his head is above the stage. So he's at least 6'7", 6'5". Oh, and he does this to me. You know, they come here. And so I walk over to the stage and I bend down. He says, real serious, you're done. I go, excuse me? He goes, you're done. We want to get to the raffle. And I said, well, that guy right over there, the owner of the rally, I said, he paid me to do 45 minutes. But if he says I'm done, I'll be happy to go.
Here. Sure.
I'm out of here. It's not only get paid. And I looked over and I said, am I done? And he shook his head, no. I looked back at this guy and I said, no, I'm not done. And about that time, thank goodness, security had come and escorted this behemoth of a man out of there. The question was, have I done Sturgis? Man, this sounds horrible. I don't care that much for bike weeks. I haven't done Sturgis. If you go on the West Coast, East Coast, I've done, Myrtle Beach, Daytona, of course, the Rock Rally in Texas. Come back this way, I've done Vegas, I've done Reno, I've done the Laughlin River Rally, Laughlin River Run, probably a handful more. But I tell people, I didn't buy my motorcycle to park it on Main Street. I bought my motorcycle to ride. I bought my motorcycle to ride. So the last rally I did was Reno Street Vibrations. This will be 2 years, I guess. In September, and I rode over from Salt Lake. It was 500 miles, 10 hours on a motorcycle, just fantastic. And I got there and I parked on Tuesday night. Wednesday, I got up and I rode to San Francisco. 3 hours there, stopped, had lunch, rode back. Next day I got up and I rode to Lake Tahoe. Next day I got up and I rode to Carson City and Virginia City. I'm not one to park and go through the melee of all the stuff they're selling. I've been riding motorcycles for years. I have every piece of leather I need. But I never made Sturgis. I had an opportunity to work. The guy that used to own, his name is Michael, he used to own Full Throttle in Sturgis, and it burned to the ground. But he called my manager or agent 10 years or so ago, and he wanted me to come into Sturgis, and he was going to put me in a different bar every night for 7 days. And we threw a price at him, and he balked on it. So that was the closest I ever got to Sturgis. I would go if they're paying me.
Sure. Yeah. No.
I'd rather go in the off season.
Are they really? They're what?
No, I said.
Oh, you'd rather go in the off season?
Yeah, I'd rather go when it's not that crowded. I would love
it's beautiful over there. Well, isn't it too
right.
like some of those things are kind of like don't all the rookies show up for something like that? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I know you get a lot of hardcore bikers, but you get a lot of people that just show up and they're like, "Hey, we're at Sturgis," and they just bought a bike. And,
Yeah, well, we all just bought a bike at one time. Here's what I say when I ride. So there's 6 of us in my family, and my dad. My dad's passed now, but my dad rode motorcycles. I have a picture of my dad holding me at 8 months old on his Vespa, and he's ridden all his life, or he did ride all his life, until he could no longer hold up his motorcycle. And my brothers and I, we bought the Hogs, and we told my dad, we said, well, we'll buy you a trike. And my dad at 80 years old, he goes, I ain't no pussy. So my sister rides, my wife rides, my brother's wives, both of my sister-in-law, 2 sister-in-laws ride. We all ride. Again, I forgot. So when we ride, let's say I'm riding over to Colorado to see my brother, and we leave there and go to Louisiana to get our little brother. We don't stop at every Harley-Davidson shop to buy a damn T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
When you ride with a group like that, it's like riding with my brother's damn kids or something. Playing scars with my kids. We have to stop so they can buy a shirt to say that they were in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right.
And we don't do that, man. So
yeah, you just ride.
But I don't know if the new guys, a lot of that's their big thing when they get a bike rally, they want to go, and that's fine. It's just they're not for me. I'd prefer not to go.
Right. All right, there you go. So that's your answer, Vince. That's good, man.
Long ass answer. I'm winded.
Yeah, I'll cut that out in post. All right, man, dude. I think Russ, we're gonna go, man. That was an hour and 10 minutes. That was pretty good. This was a great show. Well, I screwed up the first 15, so that's good. That doesn't really count you, but everything else was great. Dude, Russ, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate your time. I really do, man. Thanks.
I appreciate you having me. I really do. This is a lot. You know how much fun this was? I never would have guessed we would have been at an hour. Never. I know.
I told. That's why I got to check, because I lose track with people. Like with Tommy, the same thing. It was like, oh God, we're over an hour. We gotta go.
Well, Tommy, he seems like an hour. Have you seen his show? Tommy on his shows, he only does 15 minutes, but it seems like hours.
Yeah,
I love Tommy.
It's well rehearsed, though. It's well rehearsed.
Yes,
he is word
Tommy.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, I love Tommy and Mandy Oliveira, Kim Millwater Harrison, anybody else that joined. I'm so excited. Paulie V was in there.
Yeah,
and
it was cool.
That was so nice, and I was a little shocked that I only got 2 questions, but hey.
Well, there was. I think that was it. I think that was all the questions. I didn't miss. Yeah, that was all the questions.
Oh, well, we can't get to all of them. Can I tell you where they can find me and all that good stuff?
Yeah, actually, you go right ahead and plug whatever you want to plug. We didn't even get to your special. We didn't talk about your dry bar special. We didn't talk about anything, man. So, throw it out. What do you want to talk about?
Well, you talk about the dry bar special.
And take your time. Don't feel rushed. Go ahead. I don't care.
Okay. The dry bar special, dry bar comedy, huge, huge here in the Utah area. That they're on the 4th season. I was on the 1st season. It's a 45-minute comedy special. It's squeaky clean. And you can go to drybar.com/Russ, drybarcomedy.com/Russ.
Right.
On the computer, and it costs you $1 to watch my special, or listen to this, because we all like free. You can go to the Play Store or the Google Store, whatever I use Android, so I don't know what iPhone is called, but you can go to and you download the Dry Bar Comedy app. You can download that, and you can search me or any other comic that's on there, and you can watch my special for free. It doesn't cost you anything. Download the app, search Russ Nagel. It's called Uncle of Anarchy. They can watch it for free. Every time they watch it, this is how we get paid. I mean, we get a little something. You know, you got stuff.
Yeah, no, I got mine just came out this week. Any streaming right now is all how we're getting paid. No, I hear you. That's why you're on here, bro. Push it all.
So I got that. Well, yeah, if anybody just wants to Venmo me some money, I'll be happy to give you that.
Yeah, I forgot to put the Venmo in my thing. Otherwise, I would.
They can find me. I'm, of course, at americasfunniestbiker.com. I just updated my schedule today, which has a whopping.
Yeah, I saw the new website. I'm sorry, I didn't bring that up. I didn't get to it. You updated the website. It looks beautiful.
I just did. Thank you, man. Americasfunniestbiker.com. There's a question thing you can send me, whatever you want to know. It's got a link you can click. You can download my CD there. You just click it and you pay whatever the price is. I don't even know. I think it's $11.95, and we send you the code, and you can download the CD, digital download. If you want a signed copy, that's going to cost you more, but I can do it. AmericasFunniestBiker.com. Of course, I'm at Facebook. My fan page is called Knuckleheads, which is a Harley Davidson motor. Knuckleheads. People think it's just a bunch of goofiness. So no, it's a motor. It's called Knuckleheads. We got I don't know 6,000 people that like the page. And then my Facebook page is just /Russ Nagel. And that is full to the capacity of 5,000 friends. But every day I check it. Normally I wouldn't check it, but I check it. And I seem to lose about one person a day. And I don't know why, because I don't post anything political. And people just go, I'm tired of Russ Nagel, I guess. So Facebook.com/Russ Nagel. I'm on Instagram at Russ Nagel Comedy. And I think that, and real quick, I will be, if you're in the Salt Lake City area and surrounding areas. And when I say surrounding, I'm talking about if you're in Nevada, New Mexico, Colorado, you should come to New York. You should grab Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon and bring them to my show. And I'm in Salt Lake City, August 21st to 22nd. I'm at Wiseguys Comedy Club at downtown. And it's at the Gateway Mall. And there's 3 clubs here in the Utah area, Wiseguys Comedy Club. They're beautiful clubs. I've been trying for years to get into the Salt Lake City Club. It's brand new, absolutely beautiful. And he just texted me yesterday, said, you want to do a weekend and downtown? And of course, I couldn't be too excited, but I was like, I guess, whatever, dude. And so I'll be there August.
Let me check my calendar. It's empty right now for everybody.
Since you talk about calendar, since you called me or texted me or messaged me and said, do you want to do my quarantine comedy? I have since had, in 2 days, 3 other people. I've got 3 more of these shows coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just promoting some of my friends that are on the ships. See, I don't know if you still do this. They don't promote themselves. They ask me sometimes, why do I go live or why do I do this? Because I'm trying to stay relevant in the business. So when I do come back out, people will come see me.
People remember. Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. That's why I started this whole show.
Exactly.
You guys stay in people's heads, man. You know what I mean?
Right. And some of the guys I work with that we work with on the ships, they're strictly cruise ship entertainers or corporate. They don't do comedy clubs anymore. And that's fine. So that's why I try to do it. But I got that coming up August 21st, 22nd, Wiseguys Comedy Club at the Gateway, downtown Salt Lake City. And then November 20th and 21st or 21st and 22nd, I don't know the weekend dates. It's a Friday, Saturday. I'm at Porky's Comedy Club in St. Cloud, Florida. That's what I have right now. We're in talks with the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville. and the Comedy Zone in Port Charlotte, Florida. And other than that, I think I just moved my phone. But other than that, yeah, that's what I had to plug. And again, thank you for having me.
Of course, and as always, I'll put all the tags and all the links to all Russ's stuff in the bio for the video, as well as the uploaded video to YouTube that'll be up tomorrow, and the show will be on podcast next week as well. So
cool.
Everything will be updated, and you can go to those links. You can follow him. You can go see a show in Utah. Or you can buy his album, his special online. Cool.
Hey, real quick, you'll send me something that I can link this to my page and my fan page to go. If you didn't see this, you can go watch it here recorded.
Yeah, what I'll do is this will stay live for a day or two, but then I clean it up. I clean up. I'll edit the crap at the beginning that I screwed up, and then I upload it to YouTube. So everything goes to my YouTube page. So you'll get a link to that YouTube video, which is probably the best thing for you.
Well, real quick, you said you're going to clean it up. Have you seen the things that I do? What I used to call them tales from my cabin. I would put these things on my fan page, and after the shows on the ship, I would record tales from my cabin, and I would talk about whatever went on. And then now I no longer have a cabin. Mm-hmm. So now I have the monthly car wash plan, right? So I wash my car every day because I pay by the month, and I can go up there once a day. And now I do a thing. It's called Tales from the Car Wash. And I don't say it. I do it every day. The guys up there, they know me. They go, why are you always videoing? And I started at the beginning of the car wash, and the car wash is about 3 minutes long because I tend to ramble, as you can tell. So I started doing it at the car wash.
No, I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is you said you're going to clean this up. I used to start those tales at the car wash and tell from my cabin, hey, everybody, welcome to Tales from my cabin. And I would screw it up. Now I just leave it in there. I don't care. It's funny.
Yeah, Well, I'm learning that I'm funnier when I screw up as well. So that's what I'm learning.
My friend.
Everyone's like, it's really funny you screw up. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that in there.
Listen, man. Again, thank you for having me. Stay safe, and
I will. We can take care of the family, man.
I'm doing my best, and I'm loving my family, and I love being home. An income would be nice, but
yeah, I know. I hear you. Now, the longer I'm home, the more I like it. So
I got you, brother. Hey, man, I love you. I miss you. And
I love you, man.
We'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, bro.
Anytime. Yeah, I'm glad you could do it. Thanks for being here. You're the one.
Wasn't like I was busy.
Russ Nagel, everybody. That's him right there. Say goodbye to my good friend Russ Nagel. Woohoo! Guys, thanks for tuning into the show. I appreciate it. There was some the green screen is all crazy. I can't figure out. Maybe it's my shirt. I don't know what it is. The show was great. Russ was fantastic. I was glad that he took the time to talk to me. I will have all the links for Russ's stuff in the bio. Make sure you check that stuff out. Go see him live. He's great to see live. Paulie mentioned it on here. He's really knowledgeable when it comes to comedy. He's one of the funniest guys I know. So it's great to have him here on the show. Also, go to his pages, follow him, support him, buy his album. If you want to support the show, you can Venmo us. I'll put that in the bio as well. Just go to Lenny Schmidt, Venmo at Lenny Schmidt. You can donate some money or Venmo the show, and that way you can support us so that we can so I can pay for the microphones that I bought for this show. And I think that's about it. You guys, this was a good show. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back next week. Let's see. I got 3 more people. I think it's all comics again next week. Let me double check and see where I put next week. On Monday is my good friend Derek Richards will be here from Las Vegas. Very funny guy I've known for years. Him and I worked a prison once. No, wait. We played basketball in a prison once. Wait. Yeah, I'm sure we'll tell that story. It was interesting. You guys were great. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourselves. And as always, dream of Pinky.
Lenny Schmidts Quarantine Comedy is hosted and produced by, Lenny Schmidt, duh. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video on YouTube, give it a thumbs up or a way to go or whatever the most popular social media thing these kids today are doing. It goes a long way and it really helps us out. Check the description below for info on all today's guests, as well as the host. If you're a fan, you can follow them, like them, or even support them. Go to their site or page and hit their Venmo, PayPal, buy a shirt, an album, a download. Anything you will spend will literally help save the arts. Quarantine Comedy airs on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Each show is recorded, then uploaded to YouTube and released as a podcast the very next day. Also at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Everything's 6 p.m. We keep it simple. That's all we can handle. Thank you for listening to my dad's show, and as always, dream of Pinky.